I've been Mrs. Claus for, this is my 4th season, but he kept saying there was no way he was going to do it.
That's true.
And about 3 weeks before we left for Branson, he asked if we had time to have a suit made for him. He had just, like that, made the decision to do it. So he had never sat a child on his lap the first time he put a suit on.
Was in Branson at a parade with 800 other Santas. And truthfully, what got hold of me was I was so afraid to do it because I had never changed my hair. I had never, never done it, never done anything. I mean, I was just not that. That wasn't what I wanted to do. And honestly, God got a hold of me and said, "You can use this as a mission field to be able to talk to people about how Santa prays to the one and only." And it was like, get over yourself. So we had a suit made and showed up in Branson with all these incredible Santas that have been doing it for 25, 30 years, and found out that they were incredibly supportive. Gave you all these ideas and hints, talked to you. So the first time I put my suit on, it was 85 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning in Branson with 130% humidity. Never had my boots on before. And we took this parade route and walked through Branson. And the first thing I saw was a young lady that was in a wheelchair. And my background is with Special Olympics, so I have a big background with the special needs. And I ducked underneath the rope, walked up to her, put my hand on her shoulder, said hi, and she just giggled. And Dad and Mom were just so amazed because she never reacted to people.
She wouldn't allow herself to be touched, nor would she touch anyone, and she immediately reached up to feel his spirit.
And for me, it just touched my heart in a way that I didn't even know it could be touched. And once I put the suit on, I'm a different person. And people react so differently to me. So there's so many ways that just by having this persona, I'm touching people in a way that they just open up. And to me, that's pretty amazing.
And what does your sister want?
The new Peppa Pig castle.
No way. Those are very cool. So how old are you two now?
This family, it was their 5th trip to the zoo to see Santa. And even though it hasn't been the same Santa every time, she wanted to make sure that she had given Santa a card. And in the card was a story about how 5 years ago,
She was diagnosed with cancer.
They had gone on the night that she was given a very serious diagnosis of cancer. And she was there to let Santa know that that night their only hope was that she would make it to the next Christmas. And when she was there the next Christmas, their hope was that she would make it to the next Christmas. And then by the 3rd Christmas, she was in remission, and she had been cancer-free now for 2 years. And she just wanted Santa to know that that yearly visit provided the hope that they needed to face their challenges in their lives and to get through it.
That night I came home and I hadn't read the card. Mm-hmm. And I opened up this card and I just started crying. And Jenny's like, "What are you crying about?" And I said, "You're not going to believe this story." Because this woman she gave me the card, she gave me a hug, and she said, "Thank you for always being there for me." I was like, "Oh, okay." So you put the card there because you got a line. And it affected me in a way that, like Jenny said, it was awe. I mean, oh my gosh. She would bring, it wasn't just her, it was her children, her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren always come to the zoo that night, that one night, that anniversary, to share that with whoever's sitting in the chair. And the Santa that is my mentor, he'd had them like 3 years in a row. And he goes, "Oh, I missed them." And he goes, "You got to share in that. How was that?" And I said, "It was the most incredible moment of my life."
We still have that card. It's still in his nightstand. But it's a humble reminder that just not about the bling and the
Mhm.
notoriety or how many candy canes you can pass out at the Sweet Corn Festival, how many people remember your web address. It really is about bringing hope and joy to people who, in some situations, they have it in abundance, and in others, they don't. The gift that lady gave him that night was both humbling and a constant reminder that it might be in the Home Depot with the girl who thinks she's seen Santa, and it might be at some big swanky event, but you never quite know the impact you're going to have on the person that's right in front of you.
It's magic. That's all it is. It's magic.